Welcome back to Cityline. With me, I have two individuals who never sleep. If you are on social media, you see them everywhere, making our Tacoma a better place. And they are here to talk about the 20th annual Willie Stewart Service Scholarship. So please join me in welcoming Donna Panapinto. You are the president and CEO of the United Way of Pierce County. Welcome back, Donna.
It's good to be here. Good to see you, Amanda.
Good to see you too, my dear. As we say, talking and in as much person as we can have right now.
Right.
And to this wonderful person that everybody loves, knows, cannot get enough of, Willie C. Stewart Sr. You are our Tacoma Gem. Welcome, Willie.
I'm happy to be here, and I'm really excited to talk about the community scholarship.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. So, Donna, I want to take us a walk down memory lane. Last time you were here to chat, you were joined by Kathy Littman from the Greater Tacoma Community Foundation. Both of your organizations had partnered to launch Pierce County Connects to support, at that time, was the very urgent human needs. We were maybe, 3-4 weeks into COVID at the most. At that point, the program was seeded with $750,000. Where are we today with that in terms of helping out our community?
So right now we're at 7.3 million. It's just fantastic. We've allocated back out into the community about 3.8 million has been distributed. We have about 3.5 million left to allocate. 123 organizations are out there using those resources to benefit, thousands of people in our community that have been impacted by COVID-19. So it's really fabulous, just fabulous.
Congratulations. That is impressive. So as we're talking about the virus and it's taking its toll on every aspect of our lives and our community, but as I said, when I'm online, the United Way is always there to help the most vulnerable people in Pierce County. Let's switch gears for a bit and let's talk about that Willie Stewart Community Service Scholarship. So first off, Donna, tell us, for those who don't know him, even though he's right here next to us, tell us about Willie Stewart.
First of all, if you haven't heard of Willie Stewart, you're living under a rock. So that's number one. But Willie, has been, everyone I think knows Willie. He has been involved in so many things in the community, working in the Tacoma School District as an educator, teacher, administrator, was on the school board, has been involved in lots of different activities out in the community, Boys and Girls Club, Kiwanis Club, with his church, you name it. Willie has been very committed to making his community better, and we love him for it.
Yes, we do. I don't think he ever sleeps. So Willie, now that we have, bursted the bubble and told the world, for people underneath the rock who didn't know how wonderful you are, how you really are, because you are all of that. Willie, tell us about how this scholarship event began.
The seed was planted in December of 1999, and it came to fruition in August of 2000. Carl Anderson, who served as the chairman of my campaign committee for the school board, at the conclusion said, "Willie, we have some money left over. We need to do something for you." I said, "What do you want to do for me?" "I want to show the community that you believe in volunteerism. And what I'd like to see is to do a community volunteer scholarship in the schools in Pierce County. And then we'll work with an agency through which we can place our money." And it was out of that, we started with the tournament, and we did that for about 12 years. And now we just go to the community on the basis of their commitment to volunteerism for the funds. And I've been elated to be able to work with Donna in the last few years. We started out with Rick Allen in United Way, but it's been a marvelous experience.
20 years. Willie, that is mind-blowing to me, that seed 20 years ago has I mean, it's the metaphor. It is bloomed. It is a full crop, okay? It is a sustaining element on Wall Street stocks. Willie Stewart scholarships, there it is. So this year, for the first time in 20 years, it was virtual. And I want to ask both of you, and Don, I want you to go first. What was it like to do a virtual scholarship? Because in person, the two of you are just addictive, but we can't be in person right now. So what was it like?
Well, for me, I thought it was really special because every year that we've done this, the students invite their parents and their families and friends, and there's hundreds of people that participate. And we couldn't do that this year, but we did want to honor those students, and so I just thought it was really very lovely. Willie mentioned Carl Anderson, and we lost Carl Anderson about a month or so ago, and we were able to honor him as well, and his wife Christine Anderson was participated in the virtual, as well as his daughter Rebecca. So it was just really a special evening.
Willie, what was it like for you to have that go virtual for the first time in 20 years?
Well, I was so consumed with the fact that it was going to be dedicated to Carl that I didn't realize what the Zoom was like until it was over. It turned out to be an exciting experience. And what Donna had said, what pleased me most of all of it was good, but to have an opportunity to have C.R. Roberts, who was with me in the beginning, and Rick Allen, all to make comments about Carl, and to have his mother, his daughter there, Rebecca Fountain, and his wife, his widow, it just meant so much. And to see the pictures of the kids and then get a post picture of everyone who was there, it was good. Nothing is like being in person, but I couldn't think of anything a better way than what we accomplished. And Allison Loft from the United Way just did a magnificent job of organizing it, keeping everybody informed, giving all the information about the students, their hours, and what they accomplished. It just meant so much to hear all that come out with the group at one time. So it was a marvelous experience for me.
Willie, thank you for that. Okay, so Donna, I want to find out what are the qualifications for the recipients, and then Willie's going to highlight what our recipients did this year to receive that award. In terms of, did they pass the bar? How well did they meet those standards? So what do they have to do, Donna?
So the main thing is the volunteering. So they have to do a minimum of 100 hours of volunteering, being engaged in school, grades are also considered as well. But we're looking for students that are well-rounded and that the volunteerism piece of it is core.
Okay. So Willie, tell us about, because we're not going to name those recipients, but give us an idea of how many hours they put in.
Yeah. But first of all, we had two persons with over 1,000 hours, two persons over 600 hours, and several over 400 hours. But it was just not the number of hours they did, but these are persons who are seniors in high school. They do their homework and their schoolwork, and through the last 20 years, and this year is no different, those students also basically honor roll students. I think the pattern you're seeing here, that the students and people who are committed to volunteerism and service have a greater vision of the whole society, because they don't sidetrack with their basic mission. The first mission of a high school student is to complete the credits and do a good job. These persons did that and reached out to others. And I want to say this, the heart of volunteerism is exactly what you heard earlier from Donna when she talked about her work with the United Way of helping these communities. Most of those persons engaged, they're not salaried people. These are persons who are giving of their time and their energy. And what is a better way than to get them conditioned to it at an early age, and then get many more years of community service. The future for America is not based on salaried jobs, but based on volunteerism.
Willie, you are contagious.
And and also too, each student is receiving a $5,000 scholarship.
There we go.
So yes.
Yeah.
So Don ties into my last question for you in these last 3 minutes. Poverty to Possibilities. It's the community summit every year in November. It has been a huge success. So give us a little teaser, because I know you sent out a save the date. What can we expect?
Yes, we're really excited about it. It'll be virtual this year, and we are going to focus on economic equity. And we're, the whole idea is, we want to continue to think about ways that we're disrupting poverty and the intersections of poverty when it comes to trauma, equity, and resilience. And we know, because of everything that has happened with COVID-19 and with all the racial injustices, that this is the right time to have a conversation about how all of that it impacts individuals that are already struggling, that are already having to figure out, how they make ends meet, and the trauma that goes along with that. So we're very excited. We're going to do Pitch to Ditch again. So the application is going to be posted online later on today, but we're looking for those, those ideas that community members have in terms of, how do we break this cycle? How do we disrupt poverty in our community? So we're looking forward to it. The registration should be up later on this month as well.
Well, we got to have you back in my kitchen, because last week you were the farmer who was pitching the ditch.
Yes. That's true. I had to dress up.
I think that day was Halloween.
Yes, it was.
Hey, thank you to both of you.
You're welcome.
For being here. And that's about that much of the thank you. The big thank you is for what you do naturally. You don't even think or hesitate about taking care of others before you take care of yourself. That is service above self. That is what all community members and civil servants live for. So I thank the two of you so much for being such beautiful examples of this. And you always have a special place at my kitchen table. Deal?
That's a deal.
All right. Thank you both so very much. Well, that wraps up another great segment of Cityline. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to have you in my kitchen. And right now, we cannot go out there physically and pay it forward or be a part of the tapestry. But we can do it with our minds and with our education and with our words virtually. So one more thing, mask up. Start reading about being the solution, and be kind, and know that I love you, and I'll see you right back here on Cityline. Take care.
Chicago, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Oh, you're from Seattle. Oh, you're from LA. Oh, you're from Chicago, but